The Zonal Office of EFCC, Economic and Financial Crime Commission in Sokoto State, has arrested two Chinese men who were trying to bribe their official with 100 million naira because of construction job they did not do in Zamfara State between 2012 and 2019. Can you imagine the impunity? Hi guys, you're watching Mchikky series. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your support. I quite appreciate that. And if you're new to this channel, thank you for clicking on this video. Just sit back, make yourself comfortable as we get on with this gist. So the Zonal Office of EFCC in Sokoto has arrested two Chinese men for offering the sum of 100 million naira bribe, which translates to 256,000 US dollars, to the zonal head of anti-graft agency in Sokoto State, known as Mr. Abdul Lawal. And the money was allegedly offered in a desperate bid to cover up the ongoing investigation of a construction company, which is known as China Zhongao Nigeria Limited, which was handling contracts awarded by Zamfara state government in the sum of 50 billion naira between 2012 to 2019. This amount translates to 128 million US dollars. So you see how corrupt these Chinese guys tend to be? They gave you a contract of 50 billion naira, were not able to execute the contract, and now you want to bribe them, the agency that is investigating the case, with a sum of 100 million naira. Can you imagine that? So the report has it that this China Zonga Nigeria Limited, a company, a construction company, has been awarded contract by Zamfara state government to the tune of 50 billion naira between 2012 to 2019. They were awarded a contract to execute the construction of township roads in Gumi, Bukin, Anka, and Nasarawa town of Zamfara state, and also the construction of 468 solar powered boreholes in the 14 local government areas of the state. So far, according to EFCC investigation, it revealed that China Zango Limited has received payment of over 41 billion naira from Zamfara state government, which is equivalent of 405 million US dollars. So out of this 41 billion naira they received from Zamfara state government, they diverted 16 billion naira, which is equivalent to 53 million US dollars. When EFCC was doing their investigation, they traced it to some bureau de change operators, meaning that the money has allegedly been diverted. EFCC went further to explain that the investigation of this construction company was informed by intelligence on alleged conspiracy, misappropriation of public funds, embezzlement, official corruption, abuse of office, stealing, and money laundering obtained against the Zamfara state government through inflated and uncompleted contracts awarded to the company. You see that Zamfara state government is also corrupt. They are also collecting money from them, trying to inflate the contract so that they'll have their own cut. I don't know why Nigerian government thinks that corruption is the best way to go. When these guys start being patriotic, knows that the money for Nigeria is for the whole citizens of Nigeria, and it's better to do a good thing, to have a good name while in the office, than to connive with foreigners to loot Nigeria dry. They'll be up and doing, they'll be able to give Nigerian citizens better life. And again, these people, they thought it would be business as usual. So, alarmed by the consistency and professionalism of investigation being conducted by EFCC, the company now thought that they would bribe their way out and reached out to Mr. Lawal with an offer of 100 million naira to bribe and bury the matter. However, the EFCC official asked them to bring the money, trying to play along with them, and this made these two representatives of the company, Menwei Kun and Zukwa, I hope I got the name very well, offered him cash totaling 50 million naira in his office along Airport Road, Sokoto. The cash was offered as a first installment, but the suspects were promptly arrested with the cash as evidence. The report also said that the suspects will be charged to court soon. I hope they will do that, because even in China, if you are involved in crime, they don't just deport you. You have to serve your jail term if you are found guilty before they will think of deporting you. So the earlier Nigeria start adopting their own, if they catch Chinese, instead of deporting them straight to their country, let them serve whatever the punishment is in Nigeria before they leave them to go. Nigerian leaders and citizens should learn to be law abiding. They should also learn to be patriotic as well, because you can't be selling your country out to these foreigners. Foreigners, they have their country to protect. You're allowing them into your country to mess your country up. At the end of the day, they go back to their country and you remain in Nigeria. Right now, Nigeria cannot boast of any good hospital. And these leaders, they have the guts to be sharing the money. When they bring the money for contract, they share with the contractors, allegedly. Even the two Chinese caught in Zamfara for illegal mining, there was also a local, a Nigerian person involved in that. So how could that be? I will leave you guys to watch this video. I'm sure you must have seen the video, but I just want to reshare it because of what I'm saying.
Commissioners of Police Usman Nagogo led the operation to the hideouts of the Chinese nationals who are engaging in illegal mining at the Kwali mining site. The police stormed the house where the foreign nationals are residing at Nasara Bukulu community in Bukulu local government of Zamfara state and arrested 2 of them. Also arrested alongside the foreigners was a Nigerian girl. She is said to be a cook and cleaner for the foreign illegal miners. The arrest of the 2 foreigners indicates that it is not only Nigerians who are operating illegally at the Kwali mining site in Zamfara state, but foreigners as well. CP Nagogo explains that the police is committed to ensure the enforcement of the federal government ban on mining activities in Zamfara state. That is why it has deployed about 63 additional mobile policemen to the Kwali mining site.
Fuzzling us was the fact that the federal government has banned all mining activities since 2016 in Zamfara. So we are not expecting to see even a Nigeria engaging in gold activities, and not to talk about even a Chinese national. But you are living witness. The Chinese personnel are here and they are engaged very much in that illegal mining activity. Decision will be made by Inspector General of Police, because from here we'll transfer them to Abuja. In Abuja we will make necessary decisions and our own stop at.
Items recovered in the house include chemicals, gold, sand, and charcoals, among others, which are being used by the foreign nationals in the minings of gold at the Kwali site. Adamu Silas.
So you guys just heard that mining has been banned by the government, yet these Nigerian nationals took the foreigners to go and continue mining in that site. This story of unpatriotism and sabotage continue even with Osun government when they arrested 27 illegal miners comprising of 17 Chinese, 9 locals, a traditional chief. I can't imagine that. A traditional chief that is supposed to protect his territory, protect his community, was also involved in this illegal mining. So Nigerians should try to be patriotic, because if you don't protect your country, nobody cares. Foreigners, their own is for them to be there, to take advantage of any situation that is available, even manipulate the law if they can. So one has to be very careful. Even the leaders, the state government, federal government, they have to also protect the country. Because it's not only meant for the citizens to do that, the leaders, Nigerian government, also find a way to reduce corruption, find a way to use the money meant for the citizens to provide infrastructures and amenities for them, and most importantly, make the law functional, find a way to implement the law. These Chinese that are involved in illegal mining, some of them don't have the right document to do that. They don't even have the license to mine in the first place. If this kind of thing happens in China, you are gone for it. China cannot deport you without you serving your jail term if you're found guilty. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think with Nigerians conniving with all these foreigners to sell out the country. Guys, I'm gonna sign off here. Stay healthy and safe. Remember to share this video with family and friends if you love it. And subscribe to my channel if you've not done already. And I'm gonna catch you in my next video. Please watch this video till the end to hear what Dr. Arikana Shomborikwa, the former African Union representative to the United States, said on how Zimbabwe land was shared by the British.
When the British came to Zimbabwe, they analyzed the country and divided it into 4 regions. Region 1 was the best soil, the best rains, best conditions for farming. Region 2, pretty close to Region 1. Region 3, there were some areas there, the soil was not so good and the rain was good but not the best. Region 4, no rain. The soil was horrible, mosquitoes and sassaflies. So they set out a plan. If you were an adventurous British, a veteran of the First or Second World War, you were guaranteed 2,000 hectares. Hectares, multiply 2,000 by 2.2. You were guaranteed that much in Zimbabwe, plus any loot from the local people. So a British man would land in Zimbabwe. So based on the regions that they had decided, they were going to move all the black people, preferably from the region 1 and 2 to region 4. So the process started. And how did a British map up their land? You got on a horse, they'll tell you this region. Get on a horse and you ride in one direction for a day until either you or your horse were tired. You put your bag. Tomorrow morning you do the same thing. So it took 4 days for the Englishman to map up his land. At the end of the 4 days, everything in it is yours. And the people who lived on that land were told, in this direction, go past this mountain. In this direction, go go past this river. They left with whatever they could carry. The chickens, the goats, the cows, they were theirs. And some of them were not so lucky. You barely settled again when another Englishman came, and he was given that part. And there you were again. Slowly the process of moving black people to the west parts of the country started, and it was finally completed in the 50s.